They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
Good evening, my name is Johnny Blood and welcome to RFPW Extermination with a new logo, and you're watching this on the RFPW network, a cut down version of the whole event. You want to have the full 3 hours plus and including season 3 unaired pay-per-view Mass Destruction for another 1.5 hours. Go buy it at the RFPW.weebly.com and into the RFPW store. Next up is the Women's Championship on the line. Here we go. Set a cut down version, so you're missing out on the main event of Extermination. You're missing out on the RFPW Championship match, for example, between Jesse Goddard and Joel Redman. First up, let's meet our special guest referee for this Women's Championship. Former Glamazons champion Soraya Knight of the Knight family is here. And of course there's no doubt that she will take an action into her own hands when she sees fit. Let's hope she doesn't overdo it, because that wouldn't be quite too good. Well, we're gonna have a lot to come for here tonight. As here we go, let's meet the participants of this match. Introducing first, from Dayton, United States of America, she is the current women's champion, Lady Soko. Lady Soko now a 2-time women's champion, as Soraya Knight looks on to see how she will enter the ring. Lady Soko, yes, 2-time women's champion. First time is quite a while ago, at the beginning of February, holding it for 9 days. And she's looking to beat that first reign. She's now at a staggering 15 days. She'll definitely be trying to keep hanging on to that. Funky's gonna roll, cause let's meet her opponent. From Chicago in the United States, here she is, the Raven, Mia Jenkins, on her roll for her 3rd Women's Championship. Already held it twice, combined days of 7, just holding it over a week. 3 days in the first, 4 in her second reign, and undoubtedly she wants to have more than 5 in her 3rd reign if she gets it here tonight. I said cut down version on the network. Missing out on the Juniors TV Championship, Dutch, European, Glamazons Tag Team Junior Women's RFPW Championship match, and also an additional loser becomes manager and main roster vs Junior Division match. So you're just getting 8 out of the total 17. And you can just get it including Mass Destruction, an unaired season 3 pay-per-view of 1.5 hour for just 50 cents. So get to the RFPW store on rfpw.weebly.com and purchase it now. You'll be getting the live pod, but only in 2 weeks. And also, it will take you a lot of time, and this of course is full of ads. If you want to tweet out while you're watching, tweet it out now by typing in hashtag RFPW, hashtag Women's Championship. Seen it in the top left corner. You're on the way for this first bout on the network version of Extermination. Nice power slam on the mat. And I'm wondering, of course, Soraya Knight, former Glamazons Championship, holding it for a week. So knows what it feels like to have short reigns. Where's Mia Jenkins going into the corner? Where will I bring her? Out of the corner. on the apron now. Suplex over the top rope, back to the inside. Facebuster, sit out Facebuster. Now taking the leg. Oh man, you've got to twist that. Isn't too good, is it? Nice elbow to the face. Here's what Lady Soko's got to do. She's got to keep the momentum going. Of course, what you will see on the network special, it will be the light heavyweight, women's tag team, hardcore and juniors championship. In that main event of the network version will be Jeffrey defending his juniors championship against Spike Bones, who became the #1 contender after defeating Dylan Bostic on the juniors episode, season 4 episode 3. If you haven't done that, go watch that as well. We'll give you some vital information on who Spike Bones is, debuting last week, straight away the new #1 contender. Let's see where that will bring us. And now we're going for the announce table straight away. First match of Extermination. Oh my god, she just pushed her. Wow, what sheer force by Lady Soko. And depends on where we are going. Where are we going right now? That's going to be the question. Indefinitely. This is going to be of great importance to see where we are going. Lady Soko throws her back in. Saraya Knight counting very fastly. Wants to keep both women in the ring. Wants fair, square action. Oh man, well we know Saraya Knight very differently. That she can be quite feisty, quite harsh. But now, oh man, dumped hard on the canvas. Saraya Knight counting 2 counts. And of course, if you haven't heard it via our Twitters, Jeremy Hawk, former general manager of Boom, we haven't seen him in quite a while, has been released of his duties, has been terminated on his contract for not showing up for a very long time. One of the various clauses, if you're not competing for longer than 60 days or not appearing for 60 days, then you're out. That is what we've had with Jeremy Hawk. And maybe Saraya Knight, as the matriarch of the women's division, we could call her that, is of course the eldest, 43 years of age, might be a wise decision to make her the general manager of the women's division. What a power bomb! Picking her up, Lady Soko now. She going for it. This just might be it. Oh man! Oh my goodness! She threw her across the ring. Saraya Knight counting 3 count. Let's take a look at a bit of the highlights of this match. Already went for that back early on, but just look at that, and just threw her around, tossed her away, and got the fairly 1, 2 and 3. Here's your winner and still RFPW Women's Champion, Lady Soko. And thus she can perceive to strive past her 19 days of her first reign. She will at least hang on for another week onto her title. Saraya Knight checking on Mia Jenkins. Looks as she's very hurt on her back, and she might be out with injury. Next up is also a junior women's divisions matchup. Evangeline Evans takes on Luca Ashter. And let's meet the opponents. One of the darkest at the current stage, we could call it like that. Evangeline Evans from Belfast, Northern Ireland. She's one freakishly lacious diva. She doesn't despair to use foul moves to win. As you can see, we're using a lot of different camera angles here tonight. We want to give you the best shot that we can give you. Look at the crowd, they're ready on their feet. They said only the 8 matches tonight here on the network, not all of them, as 9 other on the pay-per-view branch. That means all 17 plus an additional 1.5 hour season 3 on-air pay-per-view Mass Destruction for exclusive viewing. That would mean 4.5 hours of content for just 50 cents. Imagine that, opposed to around 20 ad breaks just in this network part alone. Here is Luca Ashter, former Glamazons champion, tried to strive to become the junior women's champion against Ariella Wolf. Didn't work, as Ariella Wolf is still, as of this moment, the junior women's champion and will defend her title at Extermination. Yes, she will, but the Junior Women's Championship will only be defended on the pay-per-view version, as will be the Glamazons Championship. So you'll have to get the pay-per-view if you want to see that, with all the other 16 matches and the additional pay-per-view. Oh man! Look at that, what a quick suplex. Did you just see the sheer power with which he did it? Unbelievable. I wouldn't have thought that would have been the case. But Evangeline Evans quite tricky. Had a good winning streak against the Great Fairy Nana in past weeks. And if you want to tweet out on this match, hashtag RFPW, and if you want to use it, hashtag Evans versus Ashter. If you want to tweet out on it while you're watching the pay-per-view network part. Oh man. Oh, what a kick. Just look at that. And now oh man. Of course she's going for it. Just a 1 count. But just hear the kicks spouting over the legs of Evans. And Ashter really going at it. Oh no! Upside down! Boy, you turned me! But not inside out. All round and round. Musical references on RFPW, always willing. On the backbreaker. Oh man. Not too good for your spine there. Now what? In the corner. Oh man, look at that. The high kick, and I hope she didn't hit her with a heel there. That might get you blind. Oh no, she's got the submission locked in. Will she keep it on? No, she gets off. Missed the various kicks. Apparently she didn't watch her footing. Now the lock up. And look at Ashter. Oh man, power slam on the mat. And there we go again, really wearing it down. It's not going to be good for you. Look at Ashter. Got to avoid those things. Oh man, well, nicely done. Double underhook, suplex. Clothesline now. Of course, this RFPW Extermination pay-per-view, of course, it's the network part Sponsored in part by OSW TV, your source for British and mainly Scottish wrestling. And also co-produced by Cyber Wrestling Entertainment, another wrestling promotion we work together with, as well as our RFPW Ice-T. Oh no, Evans! Oh, good night. That might have been a knockout blow. But Ashton stays in it. How does she do that? Marvelous. Oh man. And now Ashton seems to be done with it all. 2 clotheslines. Oh man. Ashton says, I'm done with it all. Over the top rope. No, doesn't go for it. Thought she would have. But now look at that. Oh, the underhook. 1, 2, 2. Ashton says no. Twist of fate. Crowd going wild. 1, 2, no. Crowd absolutely going bonkers. What a slap. Good night. The blank drop. 2. So very close in action. Chick kick. Has got to be it. But Evans stays in it again. What can Ashton do? Can see it. Oh man! Ashton, both of these women are not even going at it. They're not willing to give up. I'm telling a bit down. If this is only what we're looking for on the network part, imagine what it's going to be for the iPay-per-view. Oh my goodness! What a pile driver! Two count. Oh no, she's got the submission locked in. Well, hashtag tab out. After all those cover attempts. Oh my goodness! Inhuman! She's got to be out. Going for the cover now, but my goodness me. She was fully launched off her head. But Evans still stays in it. Oh my god, what a junior women's matchup! Brainbuster! This goes to show the junior women's division is on air, and that was it! Let's take a look at some fabulous highlights. Oh man, the kick that was! And we got this. Oh man! On the knees. So many 2 counts and a submission that didn't work. And the 1, 2, 2 3/4. We've seen that a lot. What a great match. Type it out. Evans versus Ashton. Hashtag Evans versus Ashton, that is. And here's your winner, Luca Ashton. What an amazing junior women's division matchup. What a great idea to have this match. Such chemistry. And these two will most certainly clash again. Next up is your light heavyweight champion Curtis Norman defending against former RFPW champion and junior hardcore champion Giovanni. And here he is, Curtis Norman. Of course, there have been some cascadings. There was some uncertainty whether Giovanni defeated Curtis Norman at New Way Home. But that really wasn't the case. Curtis Norman, of course, from Sheffield, England. But let's meet his opponent. As we've got to, from Charlotte, USA, 77 kilos, age 22, Giovanni. Always brings the fireworks. At his debut, became the RFPW champion for a short while. Had to relinquish it back to then RFPW champion 2 times, Jeffrey. Curtis Norman getting amped and ready. But just to reflect on the match we had before, Evans versus Ashton. Tore the roof of the house. Unbelievable. And I'm wondering what can even happen more tonight. If that was the crowd starter, Evans versus Ashton, imagine what this light heavyweight championship match will do for that. Of course, Curtis Norman, also a former Dutch champion. Everything will be alright for that. Giovanni's fully accomplished. He's ready here tonight. And here on the other side, this is Curtis Norman, the current light heavyweight champion. But for how long will he hold on to it? That's got to be the question. Light heavyweight championship coming back into play at Resurrection, aka the Dead Titles. And thus, Curtis Norman just might have the title for 11 days and not a day longer if Giovanni wins here tonight. And as you want to tweet about this match, Curtis Norman vs Giovanni, tweet it out with hashtag light heavyweight title. It's got to be the hashtag on the Twitters next, of course, to hashtag RFPW and hashtag Extermination. Oh man. And we know Giovanni is going to have the advantage size-wise, power-wise. Curtis Norman very young on his agility, levels quite high and can last a good bit. Oh, missed a little bit out on that. And yes, you're going to get punished by Giovanni for that. Excellent match tactics. Of course, starting out with the company nearly a year ago when we started out with RFPW, moving towards a 1-year anniversary, and we're going to unveil big plans on tomorrow's fight night. And I'll say it again, go to the RFPW store on rfpw.weebly.com for the full 3-hour pay-per-view of Extermination. And getting another 1.5 hours for the Mass Destruction Season 3 pay-per-view, which was never aired. You can get an exclusive, well, look back on that pay-per-view. Nice arm drag, taking it over. Set. RFPW is co-sponsored by OSW TV, Cyber Wrestling Entertainment, and RFPW Ice Tea. Available all across the globe. Of course, always in different flavors. We've got lemon, we've got peach, we've got some more. Looking at a strawberry version even. Curtis Norman for the first cover of the match. And we've got some more surprises coming up over on the next couple of weeks. So move on to year number 2 of RFPW. Yes, that will be certainly most interesting. As this week we have Season 4 Episode 9 of Fight Night, and next week Season 4 Episode 10. Now we'll move on whether we continue with that for your broadcasting pleasures, or whether we'll start up a Season 5. Or Season 3, the shortest one of all, just lasting over 2 episodes after we took the break due to financial issues. But we're back, we're lasting, getting partners and sponsors in, seeing the great talent we have. Giovanni's getting it. What a surprise. So let's take a look back at that. Toss around the ring, and that just was it. The toss around the ring just knocked Curtis Norman off his feet. So here's your winner and new light heavyweight champion, Giovanni. Curtis Norman seems a little bit out. Seems a little bit dizzy. He's going to have a headache. A little bit of bruises, I guess. Because what a throw. And what a win for Giovanni, the new light heavyweight champion. Moving on, this is going to be one match. It's going to count for these both men. Loser will leave RFPW. We've had endless discussions about this guy from Sydney, Australia. Here is Alex Might. Never says a word, he just looks freakishly and will try to work Hideo Kojima out of RFPW. Oh god, don't bark at us. This might just be the last time you will do so. Yes, the loser of this match will be fired. The winner, however, will be on the main event tomorrow night at Fight Night versus Ewan Simmons. Ewan Simmons not on the book for the pay-per-view, but of course not everybody's still healthy after such a pay-per-view event. Let's meet his opponent from Shanghai, China, Hideo Kojima. Briefly, just briefly, the Intercontinental Champion. But the referee's decision at New Way Home was overruled. Had reason that Hideo Kojima used foul tactics to win the match and should have been disqualified up to 2 times. That was the conclusion of the board and the owner of RFPW, the current juniors champion Jeffrey, and thus he was stripped and the title was given back to Hiroshi Tanahashi, who was the Intercontinental Champion going into the match. And because of those foul tactics, Hideo Kojima is now facing the option trying to survive into RFPW. And we're on the way for this match. You can type in hashtag loserleavesRFPW, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter or anything else. So we're waiting for you to see what's going to happen. Much rather, on my personal notes, I would like to see Alex Might go, because he freaks me out. But if you look at the actions of Hideo Kojima, he should not have been in this match anyway. Should have saved Alex Might the trouble and just fired Hideo Kojima for his actions, or at least suspended him. Thus you maybe would see other losers on the roster go out. Taking a look at Mott Van Kunde, who will be in the Hardcore Championship match. Yes, he will be in the Hardcore Championship match. We would have thought that against Emil Sitochi. And will that be on our side of the tonight's show? Yes, it will be. Will be straight up before the Juniors Championship match. A ladder match between Sitochi and Mott Van Kunde on the network version. The cut down version was full of ads. And as said again, we'll do it again! 3 hours of Extermination and 1/2 hour of Season 3's Mass Destruction exclusively for those who will buy the iPay-per-view for 50 cents. Oh man. I've just been informed that for that 50 cents you will get a lot more. You will get some exclusive content coming up throughout the next week. You get an inside look of who will be coming up in RFPW next as new wrestlers on the roster arrive. Getting that exclusive look first. So make sure to go to the RFPW store on rfpw.weebly.com and order the Extermination iPay-per-view, including all of these matches here tonight as extra. The full 17 matches for 3 hours and 1/2 hours, plus exclusive content for just 50 cents. Who would have thought that? Oh, countered by Eric Kojima. He's doing quite well, but I'm more certain that Nick Kojima could have done more. Of course, former Dutch champion when he beat John Morrison early on in Season 4. Oh man. We just might see some old wrestlers on the roster re-arrive. Of course, if they're signed by big promotions, they will not be here. But those others can be signed to permanent contracts. We're gonna have to see that. Take a look at that. Oh man! Kinda now. There, Kojima. Oh man, what a punch! Jumped up punch. Oh, good night. What an uppercut! Going for the cover. And that's it! Who would have thought that? Hideo Kojima will face Ewan Simmons tonight at Fight Night, and that means Alex Might has been fired from RFPW. Did not expect that uppercut, and thus he is out of RFPW, and this man is still in. What will happen if he faces Ewan Simmons tomorrow night? Will there be something special in that? That doesn't concern us. We're moving on to the Women's Tag Team Championship. Mason Anderson defend against Melanie Gray and Ai Minigishi. Let's meet our former basketball player and current Women's Tag Team Champion, Katty Mays. Of course, Katty Mays from Detroit in the United States of America. Women's Tag Team Champion for quite a while now, becoming in early February. Thus their reign is really extending. Oh, look at that! That looks really great. Cat 88, that was the number she always played with during the basketball career, and she's ready for extension of a Women's Tag Team Championship reign. She's gonna ball it in for that win. Let's meet her partner. From Meiji, Japan, 27 years old, it's Honaka Anderson. Yes. Of course now, a long-lasting reign building up for these two, Mays and Anderson. But anything can happen, we've seen it before. That other women came so very close, but yet the teamwork was so great on the side of Mays and Anderson that the win became to them. We're gonna line it up here tonight, because let's meet the opponents. First up, from Coburg, Germany, 27 years of age, former women's champion, Melanie Gray. Melanie Gray, hashtag former women's champion. Yes! But only held on the title from Wildfire until the Heatwave pay-per-view for 3 days. So not a long reign there in the women's division. Just shows you the level of competition. And let's meet her partner. She is from Seoul, South Korea, 27 years of age. I am Mina Gishi. We've not seen her in quite recent weeks. Probably training and working on the match fitness. We knew that she was camping with a slight back injury. Let's hope that's been healed in time for this bout tonight. Well, she's looking quite devilishly evil, trying to gaze on that championship. And here are the bright pink women's tag team championships. Both described on Catty Mays. I love how they did that. Just to confuse both opponents. I love that. If you want to tweet out on this match, hashtag women's tag titles. Nice bulldog by Melanie Gray on the early going of this match. And I said unexpected results all night, unexpected moves gaining the victory. And as we're expecting the unexpected. Melanie Gray, of course, not as small, not as fitly trained as others, but that doesn't matter. She's a quite normal size. As is Hanaka Anderson. Don't have to be nearly 45 kilos modelish like, because that won't help you here. Got to have a strong build, and that is exactly what Melanie Gray is. Faced a lot of men before she came into RFPW and won quite a lot of her matches against male opponents. It just goes to show you that not every woman is just a small, tiny, fit, trained woman. No, Melanie Gray is one of the very examples. That's what we've had to great legends that have performed in here, like Ivory, like Beth Phoenix, the powerhouses of the company, but still as agile as, for example, a former competitor around here, Mickey James and Paige. Really great, a perfect example of what a women's wrestler competitor should be. And there's gonna be some more entering RFPW over the next few weeks. Keep in contact via our Twitter at The Raging Falcon. Follow that to see who will be coming to RFPW. But you will only get that just after the exclusive content for those who buy this pay-per-view, who will see how the wrestlers are coming in, who they will be before you will know as the common audience. We're getting a subscription model ready for you to get all of the exclusive content concerning RFPW, including backstage elements, behind the scenes issues between wrestlers, and an in-depth look of how RFPW is being produced. And Hanaka Anderson for the first couple of this match. 1 count. Ooh, Knock Anderson really missed out there. But why didn't Melanie Gray tag there? Not a wise decision from Melanie Gray. She's got it. No, she's not tagging in. Maybe that's a wise strategy. I don't know. Now she is tagging Aya Minigishi in. She's going to work on Catty Mays. A little bit longer than Catty Mays, so that might come to an advantage. No! Catty Mays says no. Not going to happen. You want to know, I know you desperately want to know what's still to come. Still to come is Keith Elliott taking on Zack Sabre Jr. The Hardcore Championship between Sitochi and Mott Van Kunda. And the main event of the network version, that will be Jeffrey versus Spike Bones for the Juniors Championship. But you're missing out on a lot of matches. And if you want to have the look what's on the card for the Aya pay-per-view version, with including all of these matches, check out Raging Falcon Pro Wrestling.wiki.com and just search for RFPW Extermination and you'll see the full match card. So getting that exclusive inside look plus an exclusive never before aired RFPW Mass Destruction pay-per-view from season 3. With that exclusive content and the 70 match from tonight, that means around 4.5 hours of pay-per-view content, as well as an exclusive update throughout the upcoming month for just 50 cents that you'll have to pay for on the network with a lot of ads. It's your choice. Commercials. Oh, dumped hard. What is she doing? She's slamming the back. Oh, pressing up. Don't know whether that's going to help you. Catty it right there. Oh, man. Well done right there by Catty Mays. Oh, man. Not a wise decision. Gets Melanie Gray out and going for the covers. 1, 2. Oh, but Aya Minigishi kicks out. And look at that. K2. Going for the cover now. Melanie Gray just interferes in the nick of time. And out of DDT. On to Mays. Of course, we could have chosen for Women's Tag Team Championships as the hashtag, but that would be a kind of a little bit too long. But now, Aya Minigishi. 1, 2, 2. Lock up right now. Now what? Look at Aya Minigishi. What a power bomb. Stretch over. 2. Hanaka breaks up. A little bit of time that she had for that. Going for the cover now. Aya broke free already, but Melanie Gray just making sure. Now Aya tagging in Melanie. And Catty going to tag in Hanaka. New test press right now. Was Melanie Gray supersizing that. Wants to take every advantage that she can. And Hanaka now over the top rope. Connects. Now going for the count. 2. Aya interfering right there when she needed to. Broke up that pin. Now Aya going to break up the submission as well. Now Hanaka with Melanie. Oh man. Will she go over the top rope again? Yes, and she connects again. Going for the cover once more. One, but Aya on time again. Melly not wasting any time. Nicely done. Taking over and giving it back to Aya. Will Aya finish the shot? His job up. Oh no, here we go again. Oh, just look at that. Aya working on everything that she still needs to. Going for the cover. One. Just one count as Captain Maze breaks it up. Ooh, nice head scissors. Going for the submission now. Will Aya tap? No. Well, he gets quick out on that. Done that exchange. Now, Aya. Oh man. Well, how she's stuck in place doing all that. Wonderfully done. Oh man. But still Naka getting back. Here's the tag. No, Aya counters, side steps. Takes it over. Naka taking that rope with her, stretching out the rope. Melanie taking it into her own hands to interfere. This match going quite long. Longer than we see normal with tag team actions. Now the drop toe hold in the elbow. Classic tag team move. And now Melanie Gray. Man. Face buster. Going for the cover. Referee's got a count. 1, 2. Drop kick. She's telling her, do you want it? Do you want us to be new women's tag team champions? Eat defeat. Going for the cover now. 1, 2, 3. Naka Anderson completely missing a mark. Let's take a look back at that. What a clothesline this was. But well, wonderfully done by the two, or by all four of them. And just look at that, drop toe hold and elbow, classic. But then, just look at that. Eat defeat. And here are your winners and new women's tag team champions, Melanie Gray and Aya Minagishi. And thus the reign of Maze and Anderson comes to a halt tonight in the network part of Extermination. Sponsored in part by OSW TV, Cyber Wrestling Entertainment and or Ice-T. You've got to drink a lot if you want to talk like us this much. Next up, a Junior Division match. Keith Elliott takes on Zack Sabre Jr. And let's meet the participants. Of course, the following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, 79 kilos, 17 years of age, from Sittard in Netherlands, Keith Elliott. Of course, parents coming from England, of course that's why he's got the English name, but born in the Netherlands, in Sittard, currently residing still over there. So we are a little bit more down south in the Netherlands. Of course, for RFPW. Crowd is full here tonight, sold out crowd. But here's his opponent. What just happened? Just went back to OSW TV. That wasn't what we should have had. But here is his opponent from the Isle of Sheppey. Never heard where that was, but still, apparently it's somewhere. The Isle of Sheppey. 27 years of age, 82 kilos, Zack Sabre Jr. Here's a main roster versus junior division matchup. So we're very proud to bring you that. Well, like how that was a little bit of a commercial for OSW TV. Of course, sponsoring us out, helping us out to grow, and we're helping to grow them. Zack Sabre Jr. seems ready, but I'm wondering what he could do. For this match, you can use the hashtag Elliot versus Sabre on the Twitter, the Facebook, and whatever it is you use. The Instagrams, the Vines, you name it. The Orkuts in Russia. Oh man, nice neck breaker. Of course, they don't wrestle other guys there, they wrestle bears. At least that's our stereotypical version of that. Of course, still to go on the network version is the Hardcore Championship and Juniors Championship. Of course, the main event of this event only available on by buying the iPay-per-view for 50 cents via the RFPW store on rfpw.weebly.com. You will get the main event there, the RFPW Championship match between Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Gutters, and Joel Redman. And then you can see on the iPay-per-view whether Joel Redman can get his second RFPW Championship win, or whether Jesse Gutters retains. Ooh, nice kick from the back of the head. Well executed by Keith Elliott. So moving along to the main event of the network version, the Juniors Championship match. Of course, the owner and Juniors Champion Jeffrey defending against new number one contender Spike Bones. Became the number one contender after defeating Dylan Bostic on the Juniors last week. Well, this past Thursday. That is also, of course, available on the RFPW network. So moving also towards our 1 year anniversary on the 31st of March. Got a lot of plans for that. Just might see a whole new construction in RFPW history. And we'll be taking a look back at some of the historical moments of RFPW. So I hope you will most likely enjoy that. There we go. It's got the hook. Submission move. In hold. Will it be Keith Elliott the one to tap out here tonight? Or will he keep going? It's all in the game. And is it all in your head? Oh man, Zack Sabre Jr. rolling in. No, not enough right now. But here we go again, the arm breaker. What was in the ropes? Well done by Elliott. Just maneuvering it in. Now on the outside, on the apron. It's not where you want to be. Oh my goodness. Fell harshly to the outside. Oh no! But there it is! He defeats by Keith Elliott. The move that won Gray and Minagishi just a couple of moments ago at the Women's Tag Team Championships. Keith Elliott is all doing this on the outside, and I wonder whether he can do that to finish it off on the inside of the ring. Well, you need pinfalls and submissions count. Nice kick. There we go. 1, 2, 2 count. Oh! Yes, this is where you want to be. Now Zack Sabre Jr. is getting the arm breaker once again in. Will this be the one time that Elliott has to tap out? Struggling. New young talent, but Sabre Jr., let's go. And this might be a very wrong decision. Goes for another different type of submission. Will this be it for Elliott? Will they have to tap? No! Breaks free. What a young talent this Keith Elliott is. No, says he. Onto the knees and then into the neck breaker. Well sorted and does it just again. On the elbow. Keith Elliott, what are you going to do next? Rearing Zack Sabre Jr. down. And now what? Zack Sabre Jr. is getting another defeat. Second time now, and that should be it. 1, 2, 3. That means 2 matches decided in a row by an E defeat. Well done. Sabre Jr. went for the submissions, you saw that, but that wasn't quite enough. And then there was these 2 kinds of backbreaker into neck breaker versions. Then the second defeat gave Keith Elliott the victory. Thus, again, here's your winner, Keith Elliott. The young talent picks up a victory against Zack Sabre Jr. from the main roster. As that means Keith Elliott has a very interesting career in front of him. Same age as Troy McQueen. He hasn't won a title. That doesn't concern Keith Elliott. He's here to develop his skills. And he's doing quite nicely if you can beat somebody like Zack Sabre Jr. Of course, Sabre Jr. not in the top fit condition, but still. Moving on to the Hardcore Championship match, a ladder match between Emil Sitochi and Mort Van Kunda. Following match is scheduled to get the briefcase with a ladder, and is for the Hardcore Championship. Introducing first from the Netherlands, weighing 94 kilos, Emil Sitochi. Of course, not carrying the Hardcore Championship with him as it's suspended above the ring. There it is, the green title, green and brown. And the question is, can he retain the title, the Hardcore Championship? Sitochi, of course, winning the Hardcore Championship from Chris Knight. Chris Knight losing it in 4 days at New Way home to Sitochi. Will Sitochi lose the title in just 7 days to Mort Van Kunda? Of course, wouldn't be the shortest reign. We've seen shorter reigns, so yeah. See how that goes. But Sitochi always ready. But let's meet his opponent from Conrad of the Netherlands, weighing at 76 kilos. He is Mort Van Kunda. Which means trouble from Kunda. Kunda is the local dialect from Conrad, where he's from. There's the trouble from his own village. Let's see where that's going to lead him. Was known from his flower styles. Was the hair he's wearing is just a wig. Don't worry about that. It's not his real hair colour. And you can use the hashtag Hardcore Championship for this match if you're watching this on the network. Nice power slam by Satoshi for moving up towards the main event. We're nearly done on the network. But if you really want more, if you want that RFPW Championship match main event of this event, go get it now for 50 cents. Including a Season 3 on-air pay-per-view, so that is exclusive, with exclusive backstage content, seeing the new wrestlers coming up first, just for 50 cents. What a model of subscription that would be. 50 cents, get a whole year of RFPW content. That would be great, wouldn't it? Let us know what your improvements are for hashtag RFPW. And send us your ideas to @TheRagingFalcon on Twitter. We want to know your input. So please let us know. Another match going on. Oh man! Martin Van Cunner using that tactics. That's what we know Martin Van Cunner for. Sneaky, but that's what you've got to be if you want to become a champion as well. Satoshi setting the ladder up. Oh man, what a hit! To Van Cunner, knocking over the second ladder that's there. I don't know what Satoshi's doing, trying to do a little bit of side steps. Does it again. Should think that this is not a dancing class. Throws the ladder in. Martin Van Cunner getting the steps there. I don't know if that's legal. Well, probably it is if you're using ladders. But Satoshi, no! Satoshi hanging on the title. Oh man! What a backdrop. Van Cunner in the corner. Satoshi, what are you gonna do? You can't decide. That's the worst thing you can have when you can't decide what to do. Oh, misses it. Lands harshly on the ladder. And Van Cunner says, I'm gonna stomp you right in it. Van Cunner now gets that elbow in. Getting a couple of elbows in right now. Getting the drop kick in. Van Cunner going on permanent destruction mode. As soon as Satoshi gets back up. Oh no! Look at that future shot DDT. That just might not help you. He's going to take the lid off our announce table. I'm not quite happy with that. But what's got to happen's got to happen. Oh man! Counter by Satoshi right there. Let's try Van Cunner back into the ring. Should have left him on the outside in my humble opinion. Van Cunner comes back to the outside. Van Cunner turned back in again. Don't know if it's smart of Van Cunner to do such a thing. We're getting the ooh feisty chance from Van Cunner. Knocks over the ladder, isn't bothered by anything. Van Cunner, this is going to be an endless struggle if you're going to keep on doing that. Oh man. Van Cunner, you got to get in. Otherwise you can't win the title, you dummy. Don't know what Van Cunner's doing. Are these tactics or what? What is this? This is pure dumbness if you're asking me. Van Cunner, what are you doing? This is never gonna win you a title. Going for that cluster choke again. And come on now, you've got to finish it one time. Misses it completely. Satoshi being a little bit smarter, setting up that ladder. Both on the top of the ladder. Gets the knock in. Oh no! Suplex! Suplex off the top of the ladder. That's got to have knocked him out, but Van Conner is climbing the ladder right now. And can he get it? He misses out on the first time. Can he get the title? And he does! Oh man, lands on the steps. Camera going away with the future DDT, but Mark Van Conner landing harshly on the steps. I hope he's okay, but look at this! Suplex! I wonder how they kept it in the ring. But seriously, Mark Van Conner seems to be okay. But here's your winner and new hardcore champion, Mark Van Conner. And what a match. That suplex off the top of the ladder. Van Conner standing tall above Satoshi. And you may climb the ladder one final time to celebrate victory. That is really what you have deserved here tonight. Yes, well done. Now here is your main event. The owner of RFPW and Juniors Champion Jeffrey defending against Spike Bones, with senior referee Thomas Kiesling supervising this bout. And that means the man from Koblenz, Germany, the senior referee of RFPW Thomas Kiesling, is here to supervise this bout. And he finds himself the whole show. How cool is that? He says, yes, this is it. Says, this bout on the RFPW Network version of Extermination. This is my moment. This is my match to supervise. And he's ready. He's having the fun. Following that is scheduled, of course, for one fall, and it's for the Juniors Championship. Introducing first, he is the current Juniors Champion from Valkenburg, Netherlands, at 69 kilos and 19 years of age. He's also the owner of RFPW. It's Jeffrey. You've got to wonder what's going to be in store for him next up. It's really going to be the question that we're all going to ask. Because we've got to be certain that everything's going to go accordingly. But we have never expected any different from Jeffrey himself. But here is his opponent, became the #1 contender on last Thursday by defeating Dylan Bostic when he debuted. He is from Sambreville, Belgium, 65 kilos and 25 years of age. He is Spike Bones. And might he be the second guy next to Dylan Bostic, who he defeated to knock Jeffrey off of his throne? It just might be. That's got to be the question. I'm really keen on to see what's going to happen in this Juniors Championship match. It's all in the game. Spike Bones and Jeffrey. Anything can happen here. Of course, the challenger is ready. From Belgium, of course. A Dutch-Belgium one-off. Of course, in the Netherlands. Home crowd as always. Here he is, our owner. He's changed styles 2 times over just 1 year. Remember him coming out with that blue ponytail. That's all gone. And he's ready. Juniors Championship match. And that's exactly the tagline and the hashtag Juniors Championship for this amazing match. Thomas Casing, senior referee, has got to be excited to supervise this one. Live on the RFPW network. When you can go and get the... Oh, yes, of course. The one off for a but Thomas Kissing's got to be careful he's not doing that too much. He's always willing to help both participants. Help them get up once if necessary, if they don't get up from themselves. But that's only in the 1 minute rule of the match. It's 1 minute rule that the referee can help somebody up if they can't come up on their own. Looks like an injury, and that just might have been the case that Thomas Casing decided to do so. Jeffrey taking the early lead in the match. Oh man. Now the counter. You've seriously got to wonder what this has got to mean. If this is just the prelude, the network version, what's the iPay-per-view version going to be? You don't want to miss out on that with the Season 3 on-air pay-per-view. Does exclusive mass destruction and exclusive content for just 50 cents on the RFPW store on rfpw.weebly.com. So go and buy it now. And of course not. And if you don't want to do it now because you're watching this amazing match, do it afterwards. Oh man. We know you don't like ad breaks, but the network version comes with a lot of ad breaks, and of course, if you buy the iPay-per-view in full with all the 70 matches, including these 8 on the network version, you get them free of ad breaks, of course. That's why you've got to spend a little bit on it, but that's all you've got to do for it. And of course, you want here, well, do we have to buy every iPay-per-view? No. No. We're working on a model. You don't have to pay for each iPay-per-view. No. We're that nice. But there's gonna be some iPays when we say, indeed, well, this has got to be it. Let me see this. Oh, now he's working on the knees. That's what Spike Bones has to continue to do in order to get that Junior Championship into his hands. But as we all know, Jeffrey's got to do amazing tactics. But let's see how long this Junior Championship match will go for. Oh man. It's my birthday. Well, congratulations, woman in green, on your birthday. We've chosen a well time to come here at Extermination. RFPW sign CCC, aka meaning yes, yes, and yes. And they know for them, there's coming up another 9 matches. And thus so can you by buying that iPay-per-view. And they said, young, old, skinny, a little bit broader. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. RFPW is for all ages, creeds, races, and sexualities. It doesn't matter where you're from. Everybody's equal here. Thus, everybody has the capacity to wrestle. And thus, tonight we will say we will never forget Alex Might. course, losing the match to Hideo Kojima, leaving RFPW, being fired because of that. And who knows, maybe he'll show up somewhere else and have a grand career. No, Fireman's Carry Gutbuster, that might be it. Spike bounces out. 1, 2, 2 3/4. Spike Bone stays in it. Normally that's something you don't kick out from. Thomas Kiesling, not counting, says no, there's a counting rule that was installed. Oh, wrong decision with Jeffrey to go taunting there. And can Spike Bones get the advantage out of that? That means also that pin rule is there too. Oh my god, Spike's kick! The super kick version by Spike Bones. 2. Spike Bones waited too long and gets suplexed. That just might have been the wrong decision to wait a little bit too long there. And there it is, a second Fireman's Carry Gutbuster. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we've seen it correctly, but look at that Spike's kick. Went for the 1, 2, 3, came short, waited too long, and the second Fireman's Carry Gutbuster did it in. Got him the 1, the 2, and the 3. Here is your winner and still Juniors champion, Jeffrey. And what can the owner of RFPW do even more? Most certainly he'll be blogging about it when the iPay-per-view is over. Go buy the full iPay-per-view plus mass destruction plus exclusive content on the RFPW store on rfpw.weebly.com. The network version is over. My name has been Joey Blight. Hope to see you in the iPay-per-view version. Good night.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.